Go to the phone lines 03717 223344. Let's go and speak to some Spurs fans. David's called up. David, how you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. Hi, Darren.
Hi, Dave.
Talk to me then, David. What do you do? Harry Kane, do you want him to stay? Do you want him to go? I mean, what is the issue, and what did you make of the performance last night?
Well, I really want Harry to stay, and I'm pretty sure he will stay. And the performance last night was pretty dire. But I look at the future of Spurs as you've got the idyllic fan world and the glory of going to Wembley, winning a trophy. It's fantastic. But come the end of the season, and you want to have Harry Kane stay, the best managers, get in the transfer market, you're not going to woo anyone with a Carling Cup or trophy with Carabao Cup or FA Cup win. You need to have Champions League football. You need to entice people that way to achieve more. And although I was really gutted last night, I'm over it this morning, just hoping we get in the Champions League and progress.
So let me ask you a question then, David, because you're basically saying that you'd rather Champions League football every year over winning a trophy. Would you not take fifth and an FA Cup?
Not in a million years. Believe it, I'm a Spurs fan, and I appreciate how Arsene Wenger used to be, getting in the Champions League.
But you wouldn't take an FA Cup and fifth for 1 year?
No, because we'd get to the end of the season with our little FA Cup, and Conte would probably leave. Harry Kane wouldn't be there interested. No decent players would want to come. But you get all that with Champions League and fourth.
I understand the point you're making, Dave. I really do. But surely you're talking about players. You're talking about the manager. Surely, if you're thinking of a supporter, you want to win trophies. As a supporter of a football club, you want to win trophies.
Oh, you do. It's the idyllic fan world.
But fourth isn't a trophy. Arsene Wenger used to get bantered a lot, saying top four is like a trophy nowadays. Fourth isn't a trophy.
But at the end of the day, a trophy, an FA Cup and Carabao Cup, in reality, isn't really great success for the future and doesn't build anything for your future and your transfer market.
No, but you're enticing players to come to the football club, and that's the point you're making, to win trophies. You can't just entice players just to get top four every year.
You've got more chance. You ain't going to get anywhere with a FA Cup win. I think you get plenty more with a Champions League win, Champions League qualification.
All right, David, listen, great call there. Let's go to Andy, he's a Spurs fan. Andy, what do you think? Would you take an FA Cup and fifth, or you want Champions League every season?
Hello there, Darren. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, great stuff. Thanks for having me on. Anyway, I'd absolutely take the FA Cup because I think it's a stepping stone for the club to build on. But obviously, just going back to last night's performance, obviously it absolutely stunk the brace out. A couple of torrid performances, especially by Porro. Obviously, he's only had 2 appearances so far, and they've both been awful. Obviously, Davinson Sanchez, obviously, again, didn't really deliver. But the point I'd like to make regarding Harry Kane, I don't think there's another player out there, probably at a top club, that would probably finish his career and haven't won anything. I mean, when Steven Gerrard left Liverpool, at least when he did leave, he had trophies in the bank. With Harry Kane, I'm a Spurs fan, and of course I want him to stay, but for the player that he is and the quality, he has given that club probably two seasons more than he should have done. And I think there's no Spurs fan out there that would be gutted, would wish him, any bad feeling for leaving the football club to say, look, I need to go away and I need to finish and I need to have some trophies in the cabinet to look back on my career. But the other point I also like to make with regarding Poch, obviously I was gutted when he left. It was probably some of the best football that we'd seen for years. It's probably taken us to a point where we'd never thought we would get to. But the problem was, he made an interview with Gary Lineker where he said he needed new furniture in a new house. He was referring to the stadium. Now, with all the money that was wasted employing Mourinho, getting rid of him and his backroom staff, employing Mourinho, getting rid of him and his backroom staff, then employing Nuno, then getting rid of him, then employing Conte, and he's then going to get rid of his. If he then leaves, he's then got. If he leaves off his own accord, we've got nothing to pay him. But the problem was, had we not got rid of Poch and gave him all that money that we've wasted, and top of the players that probably have turned into absolute flops, surely that's all Poch wanted.
Do you know, listen, Andy, that's a really good call, some really good points. Thanks for getting in touch. He's right there.
I agree with him.
Because Poch, just as they were they got to the Champions League final, just as they were just about to then maybe go to the next level, he was sacked.
Yeah, I've always been one, don't go back. I've always been it, and I'm going to go back on what I say, because if I remember the football under Pochettino, and yeah, I think he overachieved with the squad that he had. Almost all the squad are still there. That's how long the squad's been together. I feel if they didn't get rid of him, if Levy didn't get rid of him, so it's down to Levy at the end of the day. If he didn't get rid of Poch and he stuck with him and gave him the money that he's given everyone else, he not only can pick a player, Pochettino, I think he can improve a player as well. He's a good coach. And I think it's ifs and buts, but I think there would have been success at the football club in the last few years as opposed to still waiting for another trophy.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.